What's up, YouTube? I'm back again, yet another reaction video. Today we're gonna be reacting to something else that's scary. Tonight we're gonna be reacting to something else that's pretty scary. It's gonna be top 10 scary Home Alone stories, and we're gonna get it popping up the late night. This video's probably gonna be up about around 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Man, I keep doing these late uploads, but I'm gonna be uploading another one tomorrow, maybe another 2. It depends on how many videos you guys request me to do. But let's get this started, man. I dropped a new video on my main channel. Be sure to check that out. Be sure to follow all my social medias down in the description box below. Let's get it popping. 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Scary things happen to everyone, but you know what always helps? Having someone with you. In a scary situation, having a person by your side can be the difference between it just being a scary situation or one that will haunt you for the rest of your life. I'm sure we've all experienced being home alone in a house by ourselves and hearing or seeing something. There could be something outside, or maybe it's already inside. My name is Danny Burke, and this is the top 10 scary Home Alone stories. Just before we jump in, I want to remind those of you that don't know, we now have a Patreon. That means you can pledge your support and receive exclusive merch.
Yo, I just noticed that, bro. Why am I reacting to this? I'm literally in my house by myself right now, like I'm home alone. Why am I reacting to this shit? And it's Halloween weekend. Woo! You know she's about to be crazy.
He lived in a converted shed out in the country, just him and his dog. The shed always had a bit of a weird vibe to it, but nothing could have prepared him for what followed. One night, he was on his computer with his dog asleep next to him. He needed to pee, so he went outside. As he was admiring the night sky, he heard the shed door slam behind him. He tried to open it, but the door that usually opened with ease just wouldn't budge an inch. He heard his dog growling inside and begin to bark as he desperately slams against the door with his full weight. The dog's barks turned into whines, then whimpering, then silence. Finally, the door just flew open. It was pitch black inside and the lights wouldn't turn on. He found the dog in the corner of the room, eyes closed and shaking violently. He grabbed his dog and ran as fast as he could, swearing to never go back to that shed again. Next up at number 9 now, we have the Watcher.
So what's the dog, bro?
She went to bed as the only person in her college dorm, or so she thought. She woke up in the middle of the night to the realization that a man was standing over her bed watching. Without hesitation, she grabbed the small.
Is that a real picture? She actually took that?
Smashed him over the head with it. She kept hitting him while her neighbor called the police after hearing all the noise.
Yo,
it turns out that he was the landlord, and he'd been doing this to girls in the apartment block for a long time.
The landlord?
Just watching them sleep at night. That is extremely disturbing, but some of
you
may be pleased to know
you're the landlord.
A cracked skull, some teeth knocked out, a broken eye socket, and a broken nose. Well,
damn, he fucked her up.
Coming in at number 8 now,
she
we
fucked
have
him
the
up.
handprints. A Reddit user said that one night in her second floor apartment, she was woken up by the sound of screaming outside. She got up to see what it was, but on her way to the sliding glass door where the noise came from, she passed the bathroom and noticed that the door was vibrating. She leaned in closer to see why it was shaking, and then she heard a big thump noise from the sliding door where she was originally heading. She went to the door and
back of my hair.
She saw the handprints of a child on the glass. She called her husband at work, who found the whole thing quite funny until he came home and saw the handprints himself. They still have no idea what happened. Next up at number 7, we have
bro.
Little Dolly said that one day she was home alone studying for her exams when suddenly she heard a loud wailing siren noise from outside. Now her family lived next to a major military base, and the one thing that she had always known was that if the siren went off, it was something serious, something like a nuclear attack. She freaked out like any of us would. She grabbed food, water, and some blankets and shut herself in a tiny hallway, the only area without windows. She seriously thought she was about to die in a nuclear holocaust. After an hour, nothing had happened, so she inched her way out of her hiding spot and rang her mum at work. It turns out that the base had notified everyone in the area that they would be testing the siren that day. Her mum had just forgotten to tell her. Nice one, Mum. Real nice. I'm scared just hearing about that one. Alright, at number 6 now, we have The Scream. One Reddit user said that when he was 12, he was left alone with his little sister while their mum was at work. They were playing with toys in his room when suddenly they both heard their mum scream from the living room. They were surprised because they thought she was at work. But when they ran into the room, she wasn't there. She didn't arrive home for a few hours later. If that wasn't creepy enough, get this. They both swore they heard her scream a name, but it was their own names. He heard his and she heard hers. Does anyone out there have a good explanation for this? Preferably a nice logical one that isn't as creepy as the story itself. Coming out number 5 now, we have The Note. M. Soup said that one night when she was 19, she had a pretty rough, drunken night and returned to her home where she had a little bit of a self-confessed breakdown and shaved off all of her hair. After stepping out of the bathroom, she found a note in the hallway that just said, "I was going to leave you a note, but I see that you are here." She was terrified because she thought she was home alone, and there's this creepy note on the floor. But it got even scarier when she opened her bedroom door to see a man standing in the middle of the room in the dark with his face covered by his hair. She started screaming at the top of her voice until
hell no.
It was an ex-boyfriend from 3 years before who had run away from home and had heard that she was moving away and just wanted to talk to her before she left. So they talked, and then eventually he left the house. She found out later that he had schizophrenia and was institutionalized. Not quite as scary as a murderer, but still a very disturbing encounter for sure. Alright, at number 4 now, we have The Demons. One Reddit user said that he was sitting at a house in the middle of nowhere one night, which is already kind of scary. The baby was asleep, and he was watching TV, waiting for the parents to come home. And then, around 10 o'clock, he heard a terrifying sound. He said the only way he could describe it was demonic laughter. A whole lot of demonic laughter coming from many different sources around the house. He started freaking out, running to the windows to see if he could see anything in the darkness. Eventually, it hit him. It was a sound of a pack of coyotes. He'd never heard a group of them together like that before, and they sounded eerily similar to a pack of demons. Alright, next up at number 3 now, we have The Picture. This is a short and not so sweet story from Madame Offfellow, who said that in her family home, her mom has hers and her siblings' pictures framed on a shelf. Now, she is the middle child in the family, and so her picture was in between the other two. One night, her family left on a trip, but she had to stay back and work. A few hours after they left, she heard a loud smashing sound. She ran into the room with the pictures to see her frame, and only her frame, lying in the middle of the room with the glass.
Oh no!
The other two pictures were still on the shelf. There was no way it could have fallen that far.
That's a sign, bruh. You next.
Two pictures of her.
You about to die!
Completely.
You about to die! Right?
You about to die! Pictures to smash. It's still a complete mystery to this day. All right, next up at number 2 now, we have The Stranger. F- told a story where one night when she was home alone, there was a
what's up with these creepy backgrounds, bro?
She lives in a rural area where the only visitor at that hour would be her boyfriend. As she looked through the side window, she could see.
I actually like rural areas, but like I low-key hate them because they're so creepy. But I like them because they're so like quiet.
She backed away to go and get her phone. There was no signal. Her home phone was dead too, just like a horror movie. She grabbed the biggest knife in the house and locked herself in the bathroom.
Polka!
Pounced if the man managed to get in. She could hear him pounding on the side of the house, shouting, "Let me in, let me in."
Oh no! What was you thinking of getting out of that?
That her other home phone might still have some battery. She crawled out, found the phone.
You put the sexiest picture of a girl crawling on a dirty ass bacteria-filled floor.
She said it was the longest 15 minutes of her life. When the police
arrived,
they arrested the man. He had been trying to get to a friend's party down the road. He had got lost and thought her house was his friend's house. She said this story is a reminder to always keep your phone charged. Mine's at 43%. And finally, at number 1 now, we have Fear. Reddit user Potentially True said that one day they were playing the video game Fear. It's a horror game that features a creepy pale girl that tries to jump scare you. He was playing this game in a dark room with headphones on to get the full effect. For some reason, he decided to use his right shoulder, and there, standing in the dark, right behind him, was a pale-skinned, dark-haired girl, just like the one in the game. His heart nearly burst through his chest as his mind tried to figure out what exactly was happening. Now, it turns out his roommate had a daughter who had come to visit. She had let herself into the room and was just standing there watching him play the game. I don't know how long for. I mean, I'm sure
that's messed up.
But only slightly. It's still insanely creepy. Are you home alone right now? If you managed to get to the end of this video,
I'm home alone.
You are home alone, then well done to you. I'd like to know
why did I just like set myself up for this?
Let me know. I'm Danny Burke. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you all in the next video.
Yo, shouts out to Danny, man. This is a good video. I'm gonna start reacting to stuff, kind of stuff more from this guy. This guy, most amazing top 10s, does really good videos. But yeah, okay, so that's pretty much, oh, I spit everyone, I'm sorry. That's pretty much the video. We're gonna keep this Halloween special going. I'm gonna keep reacting to a lot of scary stuff up until the day of Halloween. After that, I'm gonna be reacting to just regular stuff and scary stuff every now and then. It all depends on what you guys want to submit. So therefore, be sure to comment down below. Link me what you guys want me to react to. Also, if you guys want to follow me, be free to do that on my Instagram, my Twitter, my Snapchat, all in the description box below and the end card of the video. There you can also submit what you guys want me to react to as well. Let's hit 100K in the main channel. Let's hit 10K here. So this channel sooner or later is going to, I already said it multiple times, but I'm saying it again, this channel is going to be just like not only reaction channel, but also reaction like gaming too. So I'm thinking about changing the name. I might do that. I'm going to be doing a lot of like live streams when I'm playing like GTA 5, like talking about my friends, and we're having like crazy discussions on live. And while you guys are like, it's like on Twitch, you guys are able to like to just like, you know, like feed in the conversation, just talk about random stuff. We're always chilling in the chat. So therefore, voice crack. Therefore, be sure to follow me there and just be ready for that. Turn your post notifications on this channel and the other channel. Peace, love, positivity like always, guys. I'm signing off yet another video. Be safe out there, because you never know what's lurking in these streets. I'm out. Peace. What a shame.